So let's talk about repetitions and actually training to a failure. So where your form kind of gets a little bit, maybe halfway correct, halfway not correct, you're in and out the door. That's okay, because I know a lot of people put in their 2 cents. As soon as form goes wrong, it goes, oh, you need to drop the weight, you need to drop the weight. What they haven't put into account is, for example, when I do it, like I did it with the 82.5 kg lat pull down. I looked at my form. The first 8 to 12 reps, good. The first 8 reps, strong. For the next 4, probably looking at about 80% good form. And then those last 4 reps, you're probably looking at about maybe to a 70 to 75% good form. Now, a lot of people will probably be like, oh, you need to drop the weight. Well, hang on. I've just done 75 kg good form and then under grip. And then I've done 80 kg where the last 2 reps, what ended up being 18 reps anyway, were going a little bit weaker in the form department. But you're not going to increase your lifting capacity or the amount of volume you can do if you keep yourself very limited to, oh, as soon as form goes out the window, then no, we stop. You're not going to see any difference, okay? It is good. That's why I like these high reps, because even if the last 4 to 2 reps are looking like 50% proper form or 60% proper form, you're getting a benefit out of it. One, you're telling the body, you're teaching the body, and you're working it past a set point that your body can do proper form. So then it needs to, that's when you're going to start building muscle, because you're starting to rip more muscle, you're starting to bring in the drive, you're upping the intensity to just get those last reps out. If you're going to keep yourself in a bubble where you're going to just stay with the same reps, same weight for a certain amount of time, and you're not seeing a difference, it's probably because you're not pushing yourself hard enough. Now, I'm very at fault with chest with this. Chest, I'll have a bit of a safety between 40 to 42.5 kilo dumbbells for getting my 16 reps out for chest. And that's a bit, it's more to the point that I don't have a spotter to kind of help drive it in more. With back, you can kind of get those last reps out really easily. But yeah, I'm at fault with chest. Chest is my weak point. Back, shoulders, and every other body part, pretty strong in that area. You're always going to have one weaker body part, and that just happens to be the chest. But, as I said, don't kick yourself in the arse just because the form isn't good. Because I'll tell you something, I did the 82.5 kilos last week. I got probably 6 proper form, and maybe the rest started looking like dog shit. We got to 12 reps, around the 12 reps proper form, and then the last 4, even the form was only maybe 60 to 70% proper. But we've seen an increase, and that's what I'm saying. You see these tiny increases. If it be proper form by 1 rep and all that, you've done an increase. Your body is adapting to that weight. You can't adapt to the weight and expect your body to be perfect doing reps and not having a shake or anything like that. That's not how the body works. You want to increase muscle mass, you've got to do blunt trauma to the body, basically get those micro tests started, so then we can increase growth later down the track. It's about going to high intensity sometimes, or pushing past that failure point to reach it. Don't think negatively just because there's that one troll on the internet saying, oh, you didn't do proper form through the whole thing. He didn't see the last 2 sets you did with proper form and how many reps you've done out, and then you've increased the weight again for the last set to really drive out that last amount of energy for that one exercise. He doesn't know that. So when you get comments like that, my word of advice is you either hide them or you delete them. If it's your social media, delete them if it's annoying you that much, because at the end of the day, they don't know the intensity you put in and the sets you did beforehand. So, and most of the time when you look at their photos, they shouldn't be saying jack shit with the way they look, okay? So always kind of stick to the path and keep going, okay? Have a good one.